a new day. Pull your bridges up and tie your shoelace. Don't worry about them haters, send them bouquets. Get that dough in a few ways.
Hey everybody, this is Alvin Brown, CEO and founder of the Center for Healing and Peak Performance, and I'm an integrated peak performance consultant and advisor. And what I do in that role is I've been helping my clients to achieve optimal health, peak performance, and to relentlessly pursue what brings them joy in life. And for 2 decades, I've had the pleasure of helping a lot of my clients move from a dream, just a mere dream, to a full-on reality of becoming athletes, elite athletes, working in the NHL, playing in the NHL, working as orthopedic surgeons and doctors. They've gone on to be strong fitness brands, and the list goes on. And I got to mention a couple that have been motivating me. Muscle and Mirth, look them up, Laughter and Strength. They've taken this information out of this book and out of this community, and they've started their own brand. You can see them online. They're on Instagram, Muscle and Mirth, look them up. They're an amazing couple, and they got lots in store. They just started. They've been working at it, but they've launched their brand and it's becoming a strong brand. Check it out. I'm also the author of Journey to Personal Greatness, Mind, Body, and Soul. It's a blueprint for life balance and self-mastery. It's available at all your major bookstores, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, Amazon, and in Canada, Chapters Indigo Online. All right, in case it's your first time joining me, I got to tell you real quick how we flow here. I give you 3 videos a week. Monday Mindset, a little checkup from the neck up. One idea, one strategy is all it takes for you to just turn it. You might be looking for that one thing on a mental, emotional level to kick you over the top, and that's what I do. I throw it at you every week. Something's going to work, and I want you to take it and run with it. All right, Wednesday, Hump Day Hustle. It's about the body, structure, function, nutrition. How do you get the body running right? Because you can have all the motivation you want from the neck up, but from the neck down, you might be feeling broken. And that's what I want to talk about. How do you build your fitness team, your peak performance team, your health team? Saturday, Soulful Saturday. It's about the soul, nourishing the soul. We talk about being abundant. Because sometimes, believe it or not, and you might easily believe this, you can self-sabotage. When you got a lot of great things coming at you, you can self-sabotage and push it away. And unconsciously, you think to yourself, there's no way, come on, I want to be a millionaire. But how many times have you seen lottery winners, people who have achieved abundance, and they end up losing it? Just like that, unconsciously they push it away. So that's what we want to talk about. And then we want to talk about remaining authentic. Because when you get to that finish line, that goal that you've set, I want you to remember who you are. Never lose yourself. And that's what this is all about. I want you to have it all. Get there with all the wheels on. All right, so that's how we flow. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, mind, body, and soul. All right, so this is Monday Mindset. This is the part of the week where we talk about that checkup. All right, this week, here's what I want to talk about. I had this great conversation over the weekend. Whenever I film these videos, they're always fresh. When I've been working with clients, when I've been having conversation, when I've had epiphanies, I want to share them with you. So it's coming fresh and unscripted. I'm giving it to you. All right, so this week, here's what I want to talk about. Do you really want success? That's the question. I know a lot of people out there setting goals and they want to drive hard, and they look at people in acclaimed people at the top level making money, maybe fame, fortune, notoriety, and they think, man, I would love that. That's why that's what we're called fans. They want what that person has. It looks sexy, it looks juicy, it looks like the life. But do you really want it? And I'm asking that because here's the thing. With great power and great fame comes great responsibility. You are now put in front of an audience. You're now under scrutiny. Everything you do is scrutinized. Everything you do is judged. Are you ready for that? A lot of people aren't ready for it. They think they're ready. But when they get underneath the big lights and the big exposure, it's scary stuff. Because listen, when your life is comfortable and you don't have to answer to many people, maybe one boss, maybe a couple of customers, that's all cool. But if you really want to take that game to the next level, man, the demand at that level is ridiculous. So can you handle it? That's one thing you got to think about. I want you to really give that some thought. Take out your journal. I want you to really write that down. Am I ready for success? Because let's put it this way. I love this quote by Jim Rohn. His mentor told him, make a goal to become a millionaire. Remember back then when he was talking about this, millionaire was a big deal. Make a goal to become a millionaire, not for the money, but for what it makes of you to become one. Think about that for a minute. If you're at 5 figures, okay, someone who's getting paid minimum wage, they are replaceable on a minimum wage level. That's why they're getting minimum wage. But as you start to climb up that ladder, the demands on you get more, which is why a lot of people push that away and they become in that comfort zone. Now, if you want to go to 6 figures, you got to become a whole different person. Let me tell you, I know a lot of people throw around, I want to be a billionaire now. You know, let's take care of the hundred thousands before you start wishing for the 7 figures. Because at the end of the day, 100,000, it gives you time to go home. It gives you time to have a life, you know, have a leisure. When you get into the mid hundreds of thousands, it's a bit more complex. You're constantly dreaming, innovating, and working. When you get into 7 figures, that comes with its own demands, right? So I want you to think about that before we get out and we start setting goals to become a billionaire and throwing that word around, the B word, like it's something easy. It is not an easy run, okay? It comes with its demands. And I have a client who says, yes, I want to be super successful. But at the end of the day, when the opportunity came, pushed back. There's a pushback. There's excuses. There's all kinds of limited belief popping up. And they sound legit. In their heads, they sound legit. But they're not legit. They're excuses because they realize there's a certain level of responsibility that come with growing and higher. So I want you to really contemplate that. When you set your goal to go to that next level, listen, for you to go to 7, 8 figures, man, your game's got to be tight. Your game's got to be tight. We're talking about you got to be great at leadership, because now you can't get to 8 figures, 7 figures by yourself. It's very unusual. I don't know how you're going to do that, because even if you're a superstar, you need people, agents around you, people who promote you, people who do all this work, marketing you. You need a team, and you got to lead that team, and you got to be ahead of your people. And if you want to go to 8, now you're talking a lot of balls juggling in the air. Okay, you're talking about managing this person, managing this system. Never even mind people. That's the whole thing. You got to manage the system. You got to have a system actually to get that way. You got to be rudimentary. You got to be strict, disciplined about your activities. You don't get there by chance. This is complete focus. So that's why I want you to journal on that. This is the thing I'm talking about is, are you ready for success? That's the key to this whole talk. Are you truly ready? You can say it, that I want it so bad. But are you ready? Is the life you're living now comfortable, and should you be happy with that? Right? You got to think about why you're doing this. Why you're going out and doing it. Because if you don't remember your why, if it's just for money, you're going to break along the way. You got to remember why. In my head, I've gotten myself ready because I have a family. And they're growing now, and they're grown. They don't need me as much. And I knew that in the beginning. I've got a business that I wanted to get tight before I went off. I've taken care of everything and created my groundwork. And I've even contemplated and visualized it. Am I ready for that next level? The 6, the 7, the 8 figure level, all that kind of thing. Am I ready to grow? And I've grown over the last 20 years. I started as a solo person, taking care of individuals one-on-one. Now I have a business for the last 10 years where I'm looking, managing people, managing others, and opening up a second location. And I'm looking at a third, and I'm looking, people are asking me, a lot of different deals are coming at me to increase and grow. But I got to grow as a person. I got to grow as a leader. I got to grow in so many ways. So that's what I'm getting. I want you to give that some thought. All right? So that's a little checkup, little question I gave one of my clients. We had this long conversation over this, and they had to contemplate, are they truly ready? Because they've been spinning their wheels, and I think that subconsciously, they're just not ready. So you give it some thought. When you set your goals, also set a future pace it, and go into the future and think, am I ready for this? And if you say yes, and if you're willing to put up with what it takes, then I'm going to say go for it. Go all in. All right? Okay, so that's it. We got those seminars coming up. We're going to put up a little promo right now. We're going to put it up over my voice. And you're going to see August 11th and 12th. In Toronto is the first one. We're going to start running that. And it's going to be jam-packed. I'm talking about neuroscience. I'm going to talk about how we can change, how we can permanently change, how we can practical strategies, tips. This is not going to be a pump you up seminar. This is going to be where I lock the doors for a day and a half, lock you in, and we're going to change. We're going to build your blueprint. By the time you leave, you're going to have a blueprint to how you become successful. You're going to build rituals. because there's no use sending you out there all pumped up and ready to go, and the law of diminishing tent, once you leave, you drop. And somebody says something to you, and some other idea comes in, this big shiny object, you get distracted. We're going to talk about how you change on the brain levels, consciously and subconsciously. We're going to dig in deep, and this one to do is offer value. So visit our website, the Center for Healing and Peak Performance.com, journeypersonalgreatness.com for more information and how to connect with us. All right, until next time, I want you to go in your journal, investigate. Do you want to be truly, you're probably successful now, but do you want more? You got to investigate that. If you say yes, and you mean it, go for it. If you say, I'm good where I am, then be happy with where you are. Nothing wrong with that. All right? Until next time, be relentless about your pursuit, for it brings you joy, and we call it personal greatness. Peace and love until Wednesday.
Today's a new day. Pull your bridges up and tie your shoelace. Don't worry about them haters, send them bouquets. Get that dough in a few ways. Pack your tears up inside your suitcase.